So this is one of the places we've just literally finished recording with ITV West Country. So this is the place where the recording was done, and just further on the road is Parkhead, and we did a recording there with Spotlight. So we're getting the word out there, which is all it's supposed to be. Get the word out there to give people a choice, and give people a chance to be in this beautiful place in nature and feel alive again, because that's what it's all about, and that's exactly why I do my videos. So this might suit you, or something else might suit you better. So let's go and have some fun at Bedruthan Steps. Thank you for joining us. So this is the car park at Carnewas, which is Bedruthan Steps. So there's the toilets just there, and there's a ramp down, there's the cafe, and this is the car park. So look at that view so far. So we've just parked in the disabled bays. I think there's about 8. What I will tell you though, there's a bit of a lip here at the end. So when my ramp came down, I sprung off the ramp with my buggy. So we will tell them that, because that's what we're doing. So there's at least 6 disabled bays. So it's a pay as you go, as obviously a pay meter. And this is the tiny little route that we're going to do. Again, it's not a very big route, but it's still worthwhile. And there's a shop, and there's a picnic area just round to the left. But yeah, ample parking. So this is where our adventure begins. So this is the signpost. So we're going to go round to the left. Just please be mindful, if you have your dogs here, that there are adders that come out. So keep your dogs on a lead, or keep them under good control. So yeah, look at this, isn't this just amazing? So this is really great terrain. As I say, it's only a very small route, but then again, it's good to have a little bit of a poodle and get out with your relatives. And just look at that. Isn't that just absolutely stunning? So this is also one of my favourite places. This is just literally up the road from Parkhead, which is one of my videos. I'll put that in the link below. But yeah, this is just so lovely. This literally gets you out to a tiny bit of the coastal path. And if you're visiting Cornwall, this might be one of the routes that you might like to do. So yeah, it's just absolutely brilliant. So what we're going to do, we're going to head to the left, and then we're going to go up to the gate, because that's as far as we can go. But I wanted to show you what we can do in this absolutely stunning place. I just absolutely love it at Bedruthan Steps and Parkhead. It has to be one of my favourite places. It's always windy, so but you are very exposed here, so please be careful. But yeah, it's just absolutely lovely. So we're just coming along. Can you see that? What a view. You see how windy it is? Always windy. But it's lovely, because sometimes when you're inside and you make that decision to come out somewhere like this is what you might see. So we like to give you choices, as you know, in all my videos, and anybody that's new to the channel, massive warm welcome. It's really good to see you. So yeah, this might be one of your choices. So as we come to this point, this is where you can see Newquay in the distance. There is a trail that goes down to the Mawgan Porth. It literally goes down onto the beach. So obviously when the tide's out, because obviously the tide changes, but we're going to turn around and we're going to show you this, because this is just amazing. Look at this. So this is one of our lovely little routes. This is a very small route, but again, it gets you out and about and shows you where you can go. So there's a contemplation bench, as I say, but this is just lovely. There's the car park just over there in the distance. And this is the route we're going to take, because it's just absolutely spectacular. It's a small circular route, as I say, but we've chosen the best day ever. So this is just absolutely great terrain. This is what it looks like. So they put these fences in quite recently to stop people from going on the grass, because they've had a bit of a landslide a couple of years ago, but that won't affect yourself, because there's steps going down to it and down to the beach. So we're just going to carry along here and show you where we can go. Good morning, hi. So yeah, this is just lovely. Again, it's a very small route, but again, it's a small route that you might like to have a choice with. So, but isn't this just amazing? It's just, look at those waves, just spectacular. I absolutely love this place. And they've got a great cafe. You can do takeaways. There's a lovely toilet, a really good disabled toilet. You can just literally go down the slope and then you're straight in. So that's fantastic. But yeah, look, I mean, literally you're on the bit of the coastal path. So how much better does it get than that? Again, oh, look at that. Isn't that, oh, honestly, I am so buzzing to be here because it's so special here. Especially when it's getting out there. We've been on the radio, we've been on Radio Cornwall, Hits Radio. So again, it's not about me, it's about helping others because that makes me happy and it gives me a sense of purpose too. So, and if it can help you, then that's just fantastic. So that takes you back to the cafe. What we're going to do, we're going to follow this route. Oh, it's just, honestly, it's just so invigorating here. You literally feel like you're in another world. Obviously, and also, obviously, if it's raining, take your cover. If it's windy, please take a blanket or something for your relative because literally, or yourself, it gets really windy here. But this is just amazing. So here's another one of those absolutely fantastic views. I tell you what, it makes you so emotional when you come here. I mean, you might not get that, but you know, for me, it's just literally, you could just sob because it's just so invigorating. Again, you're on the coastal path and that does not get any more magical than that. So they've made a lot of effort to make this little part accessible. So massive hats off to Southwest Coast Path, who've worked tirelessly and are working tirelessly to try and make it better for everybody. So, but yeah, look at that view! My goodness me, this is just amazing! Just incredible. So here we are just carrying along again. There's the cafe just there. So you're not far away from the amenities, which is also a really good thing. But yeah, it's just such a dream. And we've come really early to avoid lots of people because it gets very busy here, clearly, understandably so. Just over the brow of the hill, you can just about see a field and a building, and that does camping. So not accessible camping, but it's lovely there. So it's open from July till August. But look at this, isn't that just incredible? So can't get enough of that view. But yeah, this is lovely. Can you hear the birds? Hear the wind? But this is just such a lovely little place. So yeah, this is the road that heads over to Padstow. As I say, Parkhead is just over the brow of the hill. And that's another one of our very favourite destinations. But yeah, we're still really cool. So what we're going to do, again, as I said, it's a very little route. So we're going to go around to the left of this island. We're going to come back on the right. But I just want to show you the terrain so you can see what it looks like. But look at this! My goodness me, this is so exciting! I just absolutely love it here. I mean, this does not get any better, does it? I mean, look at this. Just pure joy. So here we go down a little descent. I will turn around and show you. But I just want you to take in that fantasticness, if there's such a word, there is now. And how beautiful, a seagull, how beautiful is this? Again, absolutely fantastic terrain, absolutely fantastic view. So if you get a takeaway, you can come and sit here and just take this absolutely stunning bit of Cornish countryside and coastline, because it's just super amazing. So I still can't get enough of this view. It's absolutely stunning, absolutely wonderful. It's just the best view ever. So yeah, there's another contemplation bench, and I'm going to turn around and I'm going to show you the view that they have. If you sit here, just turn around, this is your view. Whoa, it's so peaceful here. It's just an absolute dream. So as we go along here, I just want to show you what you're going to expect. So it goes slightly down there and then it loops round, but I'm not sure that we can do that. But yeah, look at the yellow. Doesn't that look amazing? We're going to go down here anyway. We're going to go and see. I think we might have to turn back on ourselves, but it doesn't matter as long as you can see where we're going. But look at this. Isn't that just incredible? What an absolute joy to be here in North Cornwall, my favourite place on the planet. So yeah, when you come down to here, there's a pathway which is a little bit awkward to go over. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn around and we're going to head round. And there's a few steps up there. So yeah, this is the pathway that leads down. But we're not going to attempt that, although we probably could. Let's try. Good morning. So we're going to try this. So if I can do it, if you've got an off-roader, you'd manage. So what we're going to do, we're going to go up this little bit, which is pretty bumpy, and then we're going to catch the path back on ourselves. So again, this bit is a choice, but it is pretty bumpy. There's a step there. I don't know if I'm going to get up that, but we're going to try. Yep, we managed to get up that. Oh my goodness, I love my buggy. You didn't think it was going to. So yes, so we're going to save on the, so you could actually go around and double back on yourself, but what I'm going to do, this basically just heads back to the best, you know, to the cafe. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back on myself because I really don't want to leave this view. I'm going to turn around. Again, as you say, it says that's the way to go round. I don't want to leave. So I'm going to go this way because I can. Because it's just so lovely. And why would you not want to? So we've just come up that pathway here. Again, it does tell you to go round there, but we don't really, as I say, we don't really want to leave this bit. So what we're going to do, we're going to slightly go back on ourselves and go to the left-hand side of the island, because why would you want to leave that? Because it's just so fantastic. You can see the runner in the distance. Just so lovely. But yeah, you can actually just sit here and have a bit of a contemplation and just enjoy this absolutely spectacular view. And I think actually it's a really good time to do a recording because I think it's going to rain. Not ideal. So we're going to climb this little bit here. As I say, there's a bit of a slope. And look at this. Honestly, this is so lovely. So again, as I keep saying, it is a small route, but at least it gets you on the coastal path, and you can say you've been on the coastal path, and that's the greatest feeling on the planet, for me anyway. But the top tip clearly is make sure you have the right weather gear. We're so lucky with the weather at the moment, but what do you think? But yeah, this is just so beautiful. That is just Bedruthan steps at its absolute finest. So what we're going to do, we're going to go where this lovely contemplation bench is, and as you can see the sign, it's got the disabled sign and the wheelchair. So we're going to head here. As I say, please be mindful that there are sleeping things around in the grass. So yeah, so we're just going to head up here. It's a bit gravelly here, but it's still all good. So yeah, so that's where we're going to head over to there. There's the cafe. So basically, there is seating inside. It's a little bit, well, there's quite a lot of tables in there. So you need to juggle around if you wanted to sit inside. And there is outside seating. So, and they have got the benches that actually have a bit where you can have the wheelchair. You can just slot in, which is fantastic. See there, you can see it. Lovely, although it looks like there's a cloud going over it. So what I wanted to show you also, down this little route, there's a little secret. And I want to show you, so just where you are here, you might not know, but I'm going to go across here and show you something, because they put something magical here. It's going to take you down here. I'm going to be mindful that it's a bit bumpy, and also Rubik's is connected to me, so I just want to show you down here. So if you go down here, there's a little surprise. They're cloud benches. So look, they've got two benches that are absolutely hidden and not signposted. but you can lay down on the benches. Let me take you a bit closer and just gaze at the clouds, literally. So I want to show you here. There you go. That. And these, here they are, look. Isn't that just lovely? So they've got all the names of the clouds on here, if you can just about make them out. And there's one on the other side, but this is the view that you get. And there's one on the other side. So you can just literally go on there and just look at the clouds. Maybe bring a blanket. Because it's so secluded. Again, not many people know about it, but I wanted to show you because I know about it. So yeah, so we're going to go back. As I say, please be mindful of things in the undergrowth. I'm going to head back and I'm going to take you to the cafe. So we've just come out from the clouds. Literally. Not literally. From the cloud bench. Sometimes I wonder about myself. Got to laugh, haven't you? But yeah, this is just so lovely. Again, perfect terrain. So great for pushing wheelchairs or self-propelling. But again, only you can judge that. So we definitely have done the right thing with the weather. You hear the birds. There are the toilets. I think they don't open till the cafe opens, so please don't think they're open and just stop, because you might have to be crossing your legs. And the cafe entrance is just to the right, just down here. But there's a ramp and you can sit outside. So yeah, this is just absolutely great. And this might be one of your choices. At the beautiful Bedruthan. This is the view from the other side. So you can just make out in the far left hand, there's the cafe. And this is Bedruthan steps from the other side, and this is at Parkhead, my favourite place of all times. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic. So thank you so much for joining us here at Bedruthan Steps. It literally is an absolute gem here. I mean, look at this. Who would not want to be here? So this might be one of your choices. So let's hope when you come here the sun shines, and if not, bring the right gear because you might need it. But it's brilliant. It's so lovely here, and the feeling is just super amazing. So let's hope you have a good time when you come here, and we'll see you in our next adventure. Take care and lots of love from Bedruthan Steps.